Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I am back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we had the, well, let's just call them the not most popular episodes, another one of pure travel, as we finally got Gleekandessa the rest of the way across Kalimdor, and she's now in Teldrassil, so stay a while and listen as she begins to live life as though she were a baby little night elf, starting from the beginning in what's this called? Aldrassil, the kind of mini world tree in the beginning. Let's just jump right into our database here. So we have the Teldrassil quest line. So let's see where we begin. So the Woodland Protector and then the Balance of Nature are the two that we're going to begin with. The Woodland Protector is here for us.
Thank goodness you are here, adventurer. Strange news has traveled to me through the whisperings of the forest spirits. The mysterious Woodland Protector, Tarendrella, has returned to Shadowglen. The Dryad's presence has not been felt in the forests of Kalimdor in years. Something is surely amiss if she has journeyed back to this land. Seek out Tarendrella and see what business she tends to in our grove. One of the sentinels reported seeing her to the southwest of Teldrassil.
Okay, so we're going to start with that one. The Woodland Protector, the first batch of that is our first quest. So we are, this should say pick up, not complete, because we do it differently in the walkthrough. And we just did pick it up. All right, so I think we can kind of go right over to that. Give our Blessing of Might. Now, on the way, we may as well pick up the Balance of Nature since it's literally on the path that we're on.
What brings... Ah, the beauty of Shadowglen never ceases to delight my senses.
I hear you.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Conservator Ilthalane. My purpose in Shadowglen is to ensure that the balance of nature is maintained. The spring rains were particularly heavy this year, causing some of the forest's beasts to flourish, while others suffered. Unfortunately, the Nightsaber and Thistleboar populations grew too large. Shadowglen can only produce so much food for the beasts. Journey forth, young adventurer, and thin the boar and saber populations so that nature's harmony will be preserved.
Okay, so that's this area right here, Shadowglen, and Aldrassil is the little tree within. So we just picked up the Balance of Nature. Now, the first Balance of Nature, maybe that's what we got? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's bring this up a little bit. So, bam, we just did a pickup on that also. And here is Tarendrella. We can kill these things if we want. It's not even worth going through the whole rotation. We might as well just wham bam them with the righteousness.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I see you found me, young human. Malithar is a wise druid to have sent you.
Is there trouble?
Something evil is brewing in the forests of Teldrassil. Look long to the hills where the peaceful furbolgs used to dwell. They have deserted their homes and are amassing under the name of the Gnarlpine tribe. Only the corruption of wicked fell moss could cause such a transformation. The Grells and Grelkin have infested the area and are threatening the residents of Shadowglen. Engage these Grells and Grelkin, Gleekandessa, and see if they are indeed caught under the enchantment of the wicked fell moss. Okay, so that's the second one. So we got the Woodland Protector. Yikes! I've got to really do that. Let's just get. Oh man. Okay, let's just bam make a big list here. Might as well. Okay, so we just turned that in, and then we also picked up Woodland Protector rank 2. I don't know where I put that. Oh, there it is. So we've completed one. And now we've picked up Woodland Protector 2. I'm going to try to be more thorough about my guide. Alright, so that lets us go in all of these different areas. We just need fell moss, we need to pick it up, and we need to kill, as we do so, we need to kill these boars. Not really, we can just go around like popping them in the head. That's what the, that's what us and our mighty axe can do. I guess we're not bopping them in the head so much as we're just splitting them in half. And here are the Grell and Grellkin. Yes. So not the worst. Not the hardest quest, and we're getting a bunch of crap loot also. Sorry for the horrific language. We're just... That one ran. Oh, I thought it was running like a little imp in Diablo. It seems to have a good drop rate. Looks to be about 100, I believe 100% chance. Alright, so we've gotten all the fell moss just like that. Kill a couple more of these guys as we work our way through. We can just go right back and turn in this Woodland Protector rank 2.
Hi!
Satisfy my suspicions, Gleekintessa. Bring to me 8 fell moss.
What is nature's call?
Your service to the creatures of Shadowglen is worthy of reward, Gleekintessa. You confirm my fears, however. If the Grells have become tainted by the fell moss, one can only imagine what has become of the Gnarlpine tribe of Furbolgs who once lived here. Should you find yourself in Dolinar, able paladin, seek out the knowledgeable druid Athridus Bearmantle. He shares our concern for the well-being of the forest. And that's it. We got a rocking 25 XP on that one. Okay, and let's just continue to fight these. I saw another Night Saber. Looks like we need to kill more of the young Night Sabers than we do of the boars. So I guess they're a bigger threat than the boars are to the overall ecosystem. I guess. Would you... I mean, I don't know. I'm no ecologist, so I don't really know exactly how that works in terms of, like, what would be better or worse. I mean, we got a tiny pinch of silver already. We need one more tiger, or Night Saber, as it were. We have, it looks like we have enough piggies. So things will start, as we saw with Durotar, things will start quite easy, and then it will, you know, it'll ease up a little bit. Alright, so now we can go turn this one in. So we have the balance of nature. I guess that is our number 1. Okay, we can turn that in. And that means we've done balance of nature. Class Sigil is not going to come to us in Woodland Protector. Class Sigil only happens if you've never done it on any other area.
Greetings. You performed your duties well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Farewell.
Okay, step 2.
Thinning the younger population of creatures here in Shadowglen was a good start, adventurer. But there is still work to be done. The resources of the forest will be depleted too quickly if the problem is not addressed. Killing nature's beasts is a necessary evil for the good of all who share the land. Venture into the forest and slay mangy night sabers and thistleboars in the name of balance.
Okay, I will do that. So we're just going to kill more boars and night sabers, and I guess we're going to do that in a way that is more tougher. Mangy. Now we want the mangy ones. The mangy. Go kill the mangy ones. And oh, the mangy night sabers, and then just general thistleboars. There's a quest right here we might as well pick up also called Webwood Venom.
I came to Shadowglen to observe the webwood spiders that dwell in the Shadow Thread Cave. They are cousin to a much smaller variety of spider. I believe the World Tree has had a profound effect on them, and I would like specimens to study to confirm this. First, I would like some of their venom. Gather webwood venom sacs from the spiders in and around the Shadow Thread Cave to the north. I can then examine them for similarities with their smaller cousin's venom.
Okay, so basically, I guess comparing them to regular spiders. So we're going to pick up the Webwood Venom quest. No, way down here. Okay, seems fine. And yeah, now we're going to go kill Meej. Okay, let's rebuff, reactivate. Rells. There is a regular old thistle boar. So let's see if we have to do anything different, or if we can. So these would take 2 hits instead of 1. I guess if we're, maybe we should sell actually before we get too deep in there, because our bags overflow with garbage. A lot of this stuff we can definitely sell. Raw radio fin, albacore. I don't know what's up there. I don't feel like walking up there. I think there's just some training, and I think we'll actually we will go up there if nothing sends us up there before the end. But I also think, you know what? Let's pick up this good friend quest too while we're over here. And there's Melithar Staghelm. So in here is the closest thing we have to little shops. There's Kina.
Goddess bless you.
She can repair for us. And we can sell all of this trash. I don't even have to look at it. I know it's going to be garbage. Yeah, okay. Here's Delilah.
Are of the highest quality.
Hey there, Delilah.
Be careful.
Sell me some of your cheese and drinks. Just kidding, I don't want to buy that crud.
What brings you here?
More swords and stuff if you want a 1 DPS weapon. And then deeper inside here, probably some trainers, I would imagine. Yeah, rogue trainer, warrior trainer. There are no paladin trainers in this land, as we have already established.
What brings
We are
you?
toast when it comes to that. I don't know what else is up here. I highly doubt there's anything. Just for the sake of thoroughness, we'll kind of explore it. There's clothier, general supplies, nothing. And priest trainer, Shonda. I'm guessing whoever's at the top is maybe like the druid trainer or something like that. So we might as well go pick up the Good Friend quest. It is a good friend of us, Dirania Silvershine, and she has a little book pod over here. My recipes are small.
A friend of mine named Iverron usually visits me at the same time every day. The strange thing is that he hasn't been by today at all. He's several hours late, in fact. I admit I am a little worried, adventurer. Iverron spends a lot of time over by the cave to the north, and I'm sure you know how dangerous it is there. Spiders everywhere. If you happen to be going that way, though, will you keep an eye out for him?
Of course. Why? How could I not do that? So we'll pick up a good friend and also boppity boop that one in there. Alright, so now it's just a matter of clearing all these quests. This is all of the available quests currently in the area, so we have to complete some to gain. There's more Thistleboar action. Okay, and I'm just gonna fight. Oh, that one we did. There's a mangy. There's a mangy. A mangy one. That's right. 1 hit kill. 1 hit, 1 kill. Dang it. That one I didn't get the 1 hit on. A mangy. A mangy lightsaber. So, those of you that are longtime listeners, and you have even the slightest bit of curiosity, there's not a lot I can tell you. I did make my attempt today. I had my job interview. There's no point in belaboring it because I've spent more than enough time talking about that lately. I would say I think it went medium. Like, I didn't walk out feeling like, oh, I am 100% getting this, and I also I don't feel like I crashed and burned. They said they would let me know this week. And that is it. That's all I can really do is just wait. And I don't know what my competition is. I don't know, you know, I don't know. We'll see. The room, it was a really hard to read room, so I don't know if I was just not impressive or if they were like intentionally being kind of stone-faced so that, you know, they didn't give anything away, or I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't really mean much anyway, because I've interviewed people myself, and I've been that guy that's nice and smiley, knowing the whole time I'm not, you know, I have no intention of hiring this person. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll let you guys know. For now, we're just in nothing else I can do at this point other than rock and roll. Alright, so now we're killing our first hostiles, which we need the Webwood sacks from these little spideys in the area. But, yeah, there's this quest over here, too. I don't know what the deal is, but this guy we need to save, I guess. So we'll complete a good friend, so at least there's that one. Nothing I can I guess I can buff that guy with a little 5 minutes. He's a priest, so what's he gonna do with it? I guess you club some.
I'm so glad you found me, adventurer. How did you know I was here? I was bitten very badly by a spider named Githias the Vile while exploring the spider cave very close to here. I am sure I have been seriously poisoned. You must help me. Please tell Dirania Silvershine. She will be able to help me. Hurry. I'm so dizzy.
Okay, so we just turned in a good friend and we picked up a friend in need. So good friend is now done. So that's good. And then we picked up a friend in need. Makes sense. Okay. But before we go and like get too deep in that, we might as well get the rest of our Webwood Venom sacks. Again, the drop rate seems pretty great. The killing is easy. The drop rate is good. You know, what else can we really ask for this early? People have asked me, you know, what do you care about? How is it when you're fighting these quests that are so easy in the beginning and they're worth like nothing? And it's not like a bad point. It's true. It is a little bit lame in the beginning, but really outside of these first zones like this, even if you come back and you do a level that, you know, like for instance, I have a character that's 27, she'll probably be 28 soon, and she is not completed Wailing Caverns yet because of the way my thing is kind of flowing. I'm not even going to get that better chest, I don't care. And I don't care. Like, I'm still fine. I'll be fine going into Wailing Caverns a little bit higher than is the norm. Let's see, there's Githias the Vile, but I'm not going to go killing that thing. I think you go in there for a reason later. I will say I'm happy to be here. And, you know, I said I try to be reflective about the content, and I gotta say, people hate the travel episodes, especially so when I am just talking about myself instead of the game. Like, over recently, my 2 travel episodes that I put out, I will say viewership is just really, really, really a lot higher lately. I would say 4 to 5 times as much viewership, which is awesome. So for whatever reason, I'm generating those. But when I look at like the competition of other Warcraft shows, it's you know, I'm not. The production value of my show is so low. So all I can do is try to maximize like my idea of what this show is, which is a dude doing every single thing and talking while he does it. So, yeah, almost more like a podcast or something. So I do think I kind of have something there, a little market, maybe, especially with my commitment, you know, 1,200 plus episodes in. I think that shows the viewers that there's some longevity. I think the reading that niche kind of the crossover of a couple things. Although we do have to get back to that because my art episodes are lacking, and I'm hoping we'll get some time to work on that soon. But I see you. They're the only episodes lately that I've gotten that I'm just getting downvotes, like thumbs downs on. People know likey. All right, so let's turn in Webwood Venom.
How may I help?
Did you gather the venom sacks, Contessa?
Thank you, adventurer. When I return to Darnassus, I will compare the venom within these sacs with the venom of other spiders. It is my belief that it will have properties linked to the recent growth of our New World tree. Now that I have the spider's venom, I'd like some live specimens to study. Unfortunately, capturing a living giant spider is more than I can ask of you, young adventurer, and a giant spider is more than I could handle myself. But if you can find an unhatched egg, then delivering specimens will be much easier, and I can then arrange for the unhatched spiders to be contained. There must be a nest deep in the Shadow Thread Cave. Please, search for an egg in the nest and return it to me.
We just saw those, so we know they're there. So we turned to Webwood Venom, and we got Webwood Egg. So that's cool. So Webwood Venom is now done, and we picked up Webwood Egg. Let's turn the others in before I go back and sell, but my bag is already full with the cabbage. Locked on a little log there. Look at all these baby night elves starting their lives.
Ishnuala. You have proven your dedication to nature well, adventurer. A young adventurer like yourself has a promising future.
Okay, so we got the Balance of Nature Part 2 completed. No more pickups from that. I think normally that would open up the Class Sigil questline. But here it doesn't really add much. Now we'll go ahead and turn in a Friend in Need. We have one bag space left, and then we can sell it all. This is going to be turning in a Friend in Need, and I'm guessing she's going to also give us another quest.
Oh dear, I was wondering why I hadn't seen Iverron yet today, and I've always warned him about those spiders. We may be able to help Iverron, as I know of an antidote that should help with the poison. It requires some ingredients, though, before I can make it. I'll need hyacinth mushrooms. You can find these growing under trees, or you may collect them from the Grell south of here. They seem to have taken a liking to them. I'll also need moonpetal lilies, which only grow around watery pools. The last ingredient may prove the most difficult. From the very spiders that poisoned Iverron, collect Webwood ichor.
And I don't know, like, what the... So, first of all, that was completion of A Friend in Need, and we got Iverron's Antidote. So, A Friend in Need is now done. And we're picking up... So, Friend in Need... Yeah, we're picking up Iverron's Antidote 1. I guess this is a two-step process. Maybe we bring it back to him when we're all done. So, let's sell all the trash. But look, we've gained like 3 silver about. Actually, I can tell you exactly. Yeah. 2 silver, 33.
I am honored.
Okay, yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I don't even have to look because I know it's all going to be garbage and not things we can sell. See, now we've gained 4 silver, 69. That's pretty good because there's 69. All right, so yeah, I'm just psychologically wiped out. It was such a this is what the little mushrooms look like, by the way. If you're doing this quest, the lilies are much easier to find. There's like one body of water somewhere. The mushrooms are kind of scattered, but they're everywhere. There's another one over there. Again, nothing's hostile, so it's pretty easy. Once you get used to the classic slow loot of everything, it's all fine. Like, I remember when I first started playing classic year or so, maybe 2 years back, maybe a year back, whenever I started the classic part of this show, that was one of the most jarring things for me, was how long it took to loot. So it must be much quicker to loot in retail. And part of me looks forward to certain aspects of what we can do in retail too, you know, so I do like this game. I don't dislike retail. Although this Plunderstorm thing that just came out, and I didn't even play it. Maybe I'm missing out on something fun. I don't know, but it had like absolutely zero appeal to me. First of all, the pirate theme and everything that came along when they called it a special event, I was like, okay, I don't care. And then when I heard it described as a battle royale, I was like, oh, well, thank you for confirming that I 100% don't care. I don't need any battle royale things in my life. I'm a boomer. No, not technically, considering that's short for baby boomer, which is like someone born, I don't even know, what, in the 1950s or something. So I'm not a real baby boomer, but I'm definitely an old man in that sense. But like I work with a guy who he is my age, and he plays the heck out of like Fortnite and stuff like that. Loves it. So it's silly. It's kind of a misnomer. Age doesn't really have anything to do with any of it. It's just not my jam. I can see the appeal somewhat, but competitive PvP is my least favorite type of gaming of all. Which is why this is not like a competitive PvP show. It's a show all about the journey, getting into the lore of the show. So here is where you can get the hyacinth flowers, or the moon petal lilies, I guess. They're all clustered around this tiny little body of water. It's very, very easy to get. You only need 4. They're all right next to each other. Before we do... Maybe I will, actually. Maybe we will turn this one in before we head back up to the spiders. Because I know there's going to be a second antidote part, and maybe the antidote is turning it into that dude, but it very well could also be... I really feel like somebody wants us to go kill that big spider. But maybe it's just getting his egg. Oh, we can't. We have to go up to get the ichor. The ichor. So, never mind. That reminds me of, like, what's her name? Gilda Radner on the old SNLs from the 70s. There was kind of like a weekend update. She would play a character on that, and that was like one of her things where they would say, she would get all up in arms about something. Oh, instant done. Okay, I'm going back to turn it in. And then it would all, the running gag would be like, she would have misheard whatever it was. And then when she'd hear what it really was, it would be something no one could argue against. And then she would be like, oh, in that case, never mind. That would just be the end of the segment every time. Because that's my idea of fun when I'm by myself. I don't watch TV a lot, actually, when I'm on my own. When I'm left to my own devices, I'll just play World of Warcraft or whatever until I get sleepy, usually. And then when my wife's here, we spend our time together. So we either watch shows together or we do something together. So there's very, very infrequent when I'm watching shows. I'll listen to a podcast and play games or something like that. That's more how I like to end blood.
Ishnuala.
Please collect the ingredients, Contessa. Iverron needs our help.
Thank Alun that you have
trust
gathered these ingredients so quickly. In just a moment, I will have the antidote prepared.
I'm awesome.
The antidote is ready, adventurer. Please see that Iverron drinks it. There is something that you should know. The antidote. It will only remain viable for 5 minutes. You must get it to him in time. Speed be with you, adventurer.
Thanks. So she's given us a quest that has a 5-minute timer, but it's just run it back to that dude. So I think we'll be able to handle it. All right, so we completed Iverron's Antidote 1. So we can go ahead and check that off. And now we've just picked up Iverron's, I don't know. The computer says Iverron, but the computer also laughs, ha 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 ha, or says like ... reads out the punctuation. So I don't know if any of you guys are basketball fans. The Timberwolves had a disappointing end to the regular season where they just pooped the bed in an important game. Wound up dropping from the tie for the 1st seed to the 3rd seed. And now have to play probably the team that they've played crappiest all year long, the Phoenix Suns. So playoffs will start this Saturday for them. And yeah, I'm not optimistic at all. So we'll just see how it goes. Let's go. So that took us, even with me kind of going slow, a minute. And not even, maybe, okay, a minute and a half. Even if I talked to him.
Greetings.
Oh, Glee Contessa, I'm so glad you have returned.
What is this adventure?
Like, I could let him talk. Okay.
Oh, I knew Durania would be able to help me. I'm always getting into trouble, and Durania, well, she always manages to help me out of it. I'm feeling much better, but I think I will sit here for a while longer until I feel completely better. Well, that, and I was hoping you'd clear a path for me through those vicious webwood spiders.
Okay, I will do that. You are a real, believable person. Antidote number 2 is complete. Look, we've completed it all. Only thing that's left is the Webwood Egg, and then we'll make our way out with this summons. Oh, okay. There actually might be a little bit more. I don't freaking know. But we're going in there now to get the egg, which will require us to kill that guy. What? You stinking stinker. I don't care that that thing's level 5. That, just fighting a spider that size in your life is absurd. Okay, we get that again. I think it's up there. Yeah, I don't remember exactly the best way to loop. Maybe, yeah, I think it's this way. Yeah, there's like no point for me to kill all these different things, so I'm only gonna kill the spiders that are like, but yeah, we'll kill the big one. We'll kill Gifyis the Vile. Let's just do the whole rotation on him. Oh my gosh, just insta-dead. Give me an egg. You're nothing to me, Gifyis the Vile. I'll take your eggs. Yeah, so sorry I'm not my normal kind of wonky upbeat self. I really am. It's just a matter of psychological taxation. There's a lot today that, you know, I had to go be at work regularly and then just put myself fully into that, and it was and there's nothing you can do. Like, I didn't expect there to be resolution or anything, so but it is nice to come wind down, and then it'll just be back at the grind, tomorrow, and regardless of whatever happens, you know, that is life. I think we're making good progress on this. I don't know. You know, one thing that we really should probably do, as we leave this, I think before we go to Dolinar, we'll actually go make a check. This is a really good time to check in on the moss-twined heart. Because what's going to hurt this show... Yeah, let's turn this in first and then we'll talk about it. Have you been inside the Shadow Thread Cave, Contessa? Did you find a spider egg?
Ah, very good. I will have this egg and the venom transported to Darnassus, then return there when my studies are done here. I expect to find out a great deal from these specimens, adventurer. You have been a great help to me. Adventurer, is it? I heard that Tenaron has been asking for you. You'll find him in the highest room atop Teldrassil. We may live long lives, but it's best you not keep him waiting too long.
Okay, so we did complete, what was it? Webwood Egg. And now we picked up Tenaron's summons. So that's going to take us to the top of the tree. I kind of thought that was going to happen. So we just go up there now and we go talk to Tenaron. That just drips water on my shirt every time I pick it up. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit about the Black Moss quest and some of the struggles that I've had that we will have in the show. What's up here? Oh, there's a hunter trainer and a druid trainer. Nice to meet you guys. You picked the wrong class. Paladin's best. Who needs nature magic when you can have the whole power of the light? Hi, Tenaron.
Ah, adventurer. I was hoping you'd be prompt in answering my summons. I have an important task that I would like you to perform. It is time for you to set out to seek your destiny, adventurer. But before you are ready to set out into the world beyond our enchanted forests, there is much you must learn about our recent history. Much has changed with our people since the Battle of Mount Hyjal. Teldrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was, its power used to defeat Archimonde and drive back the Burning Legion. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell north of Teldrassil and return me a phial of its water.
Okay, so we just completed Teldrassil's summons. And now we picked up the first Crown of Earth. This is a quest chain that will actually be like a thread that runs us through the rest of the zone. Not difficult. If you actually do Season of Discovery, this is also... I didn't want to jump that far. There's like a rune for rogues or something up there. That rooftop. BT dubs for you Season of Discovery players. I did not play past the first phase, so my insights on that are very little, and I have very little desire to play it. Although I did see like this website that was like, or I mean a YouTube video. I didn't watch it, but it was called like The Secret Lore of Season of Discovery. I found nothing. So yeah, so there we go. We just now have to go climb back up. We just ran and got that vial. But yeah, actually it says it's down low. Are we supposed to bring it to him? Yeah, bring it back to him. So, oh, it says down, but it's like a glitch. Sometimes when you go indoors, the map, oh no, it's showing above now. Anyway, I didn't really find anything that I would call like noteworthy lore. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and also you're sort of kind of like in an alternate universe, so how much does the lore count, kinda, you know, like, I don't know. Once I realized it was more like seasonal World of Warcraft, I mean seasonal Diablo, where you might get a smidge of story, maybe, and I didn't even really see that. but it was really all about like a seasonal gimmick kind of thing, then I was out. It's kind of the reason why I stopped playing Diablo 4. Not that I hate it, but once I saw like, oh, it's really just all about the seasons, just like it was with Diablo 3 at the end. And I like Diablo 4, I like the gameplay more, but the end game like loot progression I like a lot less than I liked Diablo 3's. So, and I'm sure if I come back, you know, 6 months or a year, it will be different and worth playing again. I'm not disappointed with my time. It was worth every penny I liked that game. I haven't been playing anything except for classic WoW with you guys. Just a smidge. You know, I still putter along, trying to find every Korok seed and stuff on Tears of the Kingdom, but that's about it.
Peace be with you.
The moon wells hold the waters of the Well of Eternity, the ancient source of magic that has wrought so many horrors upon our world. The druids take advantage of its properties, and the sentinels revere the wells as shrines to Elune, but sorcery is forbidden to all.
So you have heard the first part of the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Hyjal. There is much more to be told, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus. While there is more I could speak to you of the Moonwells and of Teldrassil, I must send you along. Corithra's Moonrage will be expecting you. I have poured the phial of water you brought to me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Corithras. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar. Follow the road south from Aldrassil, out of Shadowglen, and continue to follow the cobblestones as the road turns west. Mind you stay on the road, though, adventurer. There are dangerous beasts in the forests of late.
So this is the typical breadcrumb out, and I like it. I do like that they kind of give a slightly different flavor for the Night Elves, that it's part of this overarching journey of, you know, following the like story of basically getting the lore of the zone and doing Moonwells one thing at a time. And maybe, I don't know why they gave the Night Elves the extra love, unless maybe, you know, maybe they felt like it was a newer race, considering it really just came out in Warcraft 3. I don't know why they made some of the decisions. It's different teams. Every zone is different people. So there's always a second one too. There's always one that will send you to the inn, and it must be this Dolinar delivery that we're going to pick up right here. But we finished the starting zone, which is great, and it took us a little bit less than 45 minutes.
Greetings, young adventurer. Can you offer me aid? I have a package of herbs that I must deliver to the town of Dolinar, but I still have business with the druids of Shadowglen and cannot yet leave. Can you deliver this package for me? It must be sent to innkeeper Keldamir at the Dolinar Inn. It lies along the road to the south.
Okay, so we also picked up Dolinar delivery. That makes sense. Okay. And on the way out, there's actually one more quest we can pick up right here, Zenn's Bidding. But we're actually going to blow past turning in all that stuff, and we're going to do a short run to go look for them. Well, I'll pick up Zenn's Bidding, just because it's a little different. It's kind of silly. I might actually complete it. Let's just see. I can't remember what he wants us to do, but I feel like it's short and easy, and we might as well just bust it out of the way right now. We are level, what are we, 13? I love the build name. Just love it. I can't get enough of it. Little Paw.
Don't touch me!
Eager for work, I see. Lucky for you, a day never goes by that I don't wish I had a fledgling paladin to perform my bidding. You see, Gleekantessa, I can make you very happy.
How does everyone know my name?
And provide you with things you never dreamed of.
I guess it is floating above my head.
Dreamed of having, But in order for that to happen, you must bring me certain items. My business in the forest often requires certain reagents. Fetch for me 3 Nightsaber fangs, 3 Strigid owl feathers, and 3 swatches of Webwood spider seed. Let's keep this on as a secret, human.
And they're freaking everywhere, so we'll just kind of kill as we go. Why not? I've got no problem killing as we go. Cool. That was good. We just need 3 of each. We basically need to kill Nightsabers, owls, and oh, see how it did a little flash? Like it was gonna be real. But it wasn't. Hate that. Did it again. I'm gonna kill these owls. I feel like they're kind of like the hardest to find. I don't know. But remember, I'm not gonna explore Dolinar or even do it yet because really what I want to see if we can get lucky and find get the Timber Mall, whatever it's called. We'll come back and do these in a minute. We're not skipping them, but so basically there are certain zones where you will have a rare spawn drop quest. Drop quests, fine, but the rare spawn drop quests are the worst thing in the game. Now, if it's I guess calling it a rare spawn. Now, a rare drop, that's annoying, but honestly doable. I'll deal with a rare drop. What is really, really annoying is the rare spawn drop quest. There we go, we got a fang. So that is where you have something. Rare spawns in this game can be have a respawn timer. People say 2 to 12 hours. I really feel like, I mean, it's hard to say. That might be accurate. I haven't done enough of the math, and I don't probably ever intend to really figure out the exact parts of it. But I'd say, like, say, maybe 2-3 hours is probably like a bare minimum for what these quests are all about. It's like they all tease me by giving me one thing fast, and then they're stingy. But, so we're essentially 1/3 of the way through here. So with these quests, my advice to you is you can really go 2 ways about it. You can camp it. And if it's going to be a camp, it's not going to be your typical camp where you're going to get lucky. Plan to waste a minimum of an entire day. So, if you're fine making no progress for an entire day while you routinely tether your life, which is what I do. So I've gotten so many achievements. I hate it. Not fun. But it does give you, I guess, a sense of accomplishment. I don't know. Alright, we don't need any more owls, so that's good. We just need Nightsabers and spiders. My second option to you is look at complete off-peak times. So check at 4 or 5 in the morning. Check right after server resets, like weekly server resets. Weekly server resets are a godsend. They are one of the best times to get rare spawns, but you can only check once a week. So prioritize what you want. So we just need one more Spidey. So I feel like with it being a Monday at 10:30 server time, this is a pretty good time for us to give it a shot. And what we need to do, what we will do on this show is we'll make one check per episode. And then as we get closer, we'll just continually check every time we go. Now, luckily for us, they're not like tons of these quests, but Teldrassil is one of them. The other good thing is they're usually, at least this early in the game, they're usually class specific. Thank goodness. So, I mean, not class specific, I'm sorry. Faction specific is what I meant. So, like, this quest, there's no need for the Horde to come do this. This is an Alliance only drop. As what would make this even worse is if you had to do it twice. Oaken Skull. That's exactly what I want. Alright, so I thought they were saying I was about to, like, lose my mind that we were going to get so lucky. Oaken Scowl, I don't even remember what that is. I think he's like someone we'll fight near the end. I'm going to ignore these beasts right now. Basically, the way that this drop works is any spot in the along this river that can spawn one of these can spawn Black Moss the Fetid. So there's no real way to make it easy. You just check for it. Typically, I've done this a bunch of times. I have had most luck finding him over here, but I have found him in numerous other spots. But I think 2 or 3 times I have found him up in here. And normally he spawns in one of these spots, but I've also found him over on this side of the river. But anyway, he's like the color of one of the darker ones. Couple things that make these hunts more useful is there can be some up here, by the way. You look. But yeah, a couple things that make it more useful is, or that can be useful, is making a macro, spamming a macro. Totally worth it. I think he's more like the color of one of these. But I found him up along these banks before. I found him 2 or 3 times over there. So that's probably the most common area I found him. So I usually like to camp somewhere around here if I get to the point where I have to camp him. But you have to really go up and down and check the entire river. But the best way for us to do it is, again, hit off-peak times. This is not really an off-peak time, it's a kind of an off-peak time. But I just felt like we would come out and give it a shot, because if we do it once in a while each time, we might get lucky. And one lucky find is worth it. Worth all the effort we put into it, because it can take days. Oh, there he is. Heck yes. Look at that, guys. We got lucky AF. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's a level 13 rare. Now, the difference is these things, or I guess what's important to note is these are not rare elites when you find these. They're usually just rares. Now, we're going to sit on that. Well, you know what? We'll start it. The heart of Black Moss the Fetid is covered in dark, oily moss. In fact, the only way to tell this is a heart is from its slow, rhythmic beat. A beat that continues even now. Perhaps Tenaron will want to see this heart. Nellen is a guy we haven't even made it to yet because we just basically kind of jumped out of order to go do that. But that was good. We got lucky. I thought so because it seemed kind of deadish right now. But we'll go ahead and pick that. We picked that quest up. Still need one more spider. These things are worth XP for us now. So that's good that we got that. That one is bad, but it's not nearly as bad as the other one that we will have to do, which is, and we just completed what we needed for that quest, which is the Harvester. That's the second big one in the Barrens. I don't know that there are many past that. I mean, I would have to think about it, but I think those are... I mean, Ghost Howl that we already did is one, but Ghost Howl is really... It's like... It has a big pat cycle, but it's really not that bad. Alright, so we just picked up... I'm so happy about that. Black Moss. What's it called? It's called the Moss Twined Heart. And that's also one of the hardest, quote-unquote, quests in the game. So I just picked it up because I know I wanted to, like, give us the opportunity to keep trying and see if we get lucky on any of our episodes, and we did. So we completed Zenn's bidding, and we'll go ahead and do that, and then I think that will allow us to come back into Dolinar. We can just kind of sell and get going. I will pick this road to Darnassus up too while we're right here.
The road to Darnassus
She pats.
must be
Might as well
kept
get it
safe.
when we pass her.
Travelers heading from Dolinar to Darnassus have been reporting ruthless attacks by corrupted furbogs from the Gnarlpine tribe. Important news and commerce travels to and from Darnassus by way of this road daily. We cannot afford to have a rogue band of heathens terrorizing people. Take up arms in the name of the sacred forest, adventurer. Their den lies somewhere below this vantage point. Slay 6 of these Gnarlpine ambushers and report back to me.
Oh, okay. So it's not even like a full... That's not like literally going to Darnassus. She wants us to defend some things. So we'll go ahead and pick that one up too. Let's go back to the top. Road to Darnassus. Way down there. So there might be others that we, that we mess with first. So what we will do is we will go back over to Zenn and we will turn in this quest to him. And then I think that's probably probably going to be good for us. I think we'll come back and we'll get into an inn here so we can get the rested XP, and that'll be a good chunk of things for us in this episode. We did blast through a bunch of quests. I also blasted through a bunch on, outside today, considering it was a work day. And then after work I had the old interview, so I got, I just have been trying my best to be productive. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with Barrens, which is a good zone to finish. That's an accomplishment.
Have you been a busy little bee, eagly Contessa? I've been waiting for you to bring me what I need.
You again?
Ah, well done indeed. Who would have ever guessed that I, Zenn Foulwolf, would have a human to do my bidding? Certainly not me, but so it goes. This beloved world of ours is full of surprises. 3 cheers for the naive and gullible.
And he gives us some severed voodoo claw, which is like an item. It's legit like a debuff. It basically does like a hex of weakness on them. It reduces the damage they cause by 5 for 2 minutes, so it's not the worst thing to have. Alright, so we're going to head to the inn. We'll worry about turning in the other quests next time. We're not going to turn in any of them. But we did just turn in the Zenn's bidding. So we did... Oh. I forgot to pick that one up. Heck damn it. Insert shells. I can't believe I forgot to pick up Zenn's bidding. Finish that bad boy. And then we just turned it in. Okay. So that's when we finished up. Okay, cool. So we have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. We did a lot of good things on this episode, and we got to, and really the whole, honestly, I can breathe a giant sigh of relief, because the most stressful, hardest thing is getting that Mossfind Heart, and we've already knocked it out of the park and done it. So it's all just chill from this point forward in this zone, and really for the foreseeable future in zones with this class. So thank you everybody so much for watching and for tuning in, and you know I'm gonna see ya on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace.